Hello and welcome to Fleetguard Filters. We at OEM Update Magazine initiated to cover some of the best manufacturing plants in India to understand their manufacturing processes and showcase how these companies are achieving excellence by embracing latest technologies. Today at their Nandur plant, which is about an hour's drive from Pune, and we will embark on an insightful journey to explore innovations in the domain of filtration. Headquartered in Baner, Pune, Fleetguard Filters run 5 state-of-the-art locations. Those are strategically placed at Dharwad, Jamshedpur, Satarganj, Hosur, and here at Nandur. Fleetguard Filters prioritize proximity to customers by strategically locating their operational facilities to ensure prompt deliveries. What sets Fleetguard Filters apart is their unwavering commitment towards maintaining quality standard. All their manufacturing units are IATF 16949 certified. Over 5,000 variants of advanced filtration solutions catering to diverse industries spanning from automotive to agriculture, mining and power generation, and expanding beyond these sectors. Today, we will be exploring their Nandur factory, which is right behind us, to understand the fascinating journey of filtration, which evolved from a traditional cloth filtration, metal measures, to contemporary synthetic material, polymer fibers, and nanonets. So let's dive into the technology that embraces the future of filtration systems. Let's explore. Good afternoon. My name is Sagar Tamane and I am from OEM Update Magazine. And today we are at the plant of Fleetguard Filters Private Limited here at Nandur in Pune. And I have with me Mr. Vaibhav Pathak, who is the operation head at Fleetguard Filters Private Limited. Mr. Pathak is going to take us through the technological journey of Fleetguard Filters and how technologically advanced solutions have helped them achieve manufacturing excellence. So, Mr. Pathak, thank you so much for speaking with OEM Update Magazine, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to allow us to have a interesting visit to your plant. So let us begin by asking you about, could you tell us about the technology you follow at your company?
So, technology is a backbone of modern industry, right from communication to advanced manufacturing processes. It has touched every aspect of business today. But it is very important to select carefully what technologies we choose to implement. Our philosophy is to first look at what our customer needs and then align and select carefully the technologies to be implemented. We definitely look at both the requirements of customer, which is 100% availability of product irrespective of whatever fluctuations they have, and quality. And second point we look at is the strength of India, which is availability of labor, and how we can leverage both and offer a best product to our customers. That's how we choose the technology.
As a follow-up of this question, may I ask you, how has Fleetguard Filters embraced technologies when it comes to the embracing of IoT, Industry 4.0, AI into your processes?
As we know, IoT has now changed each factory, and it is now a requirement of each OEM. Not only we have implemented IoT, but we have gone beyond the requirements of IoT. And while doing it, we have used the power of AI as well to leverage the implementation of IoT. If we look at us, we started our production in 1990s, and IoT calls for changing the machines, adapting new sensors, the edge technology. But changing all, and the previous machines or the lines have a lot of analog gauges and machines, or gauges on the machines. So changing each gauge would be one, time consuming, second is cost consuming. So what we have done in fact is we have gone the other way around and used the AI technology to convert the analog readings into digital, and we capture it dynamically. So we have implemented IoT on all the lines. We have gone paperless, but we have also implemented it by AI. Second thing, we have gone beyond IoT. Some cases we can't just digitalize and get all information. Like sometimes while welding, you need a blue test between electrodes to be taken to ensure they are flat, or you have to check the gaps between some of the rollers and other things settings. So those things cannot be captured just by automizing or digitalizing the gauges. But what we have done is we have again used AI, and we have ensured that we capture each and everything by AI. There is no human intervention, but those things are also get captured. So that is how we have implemented IoT on all our lines and ensured we are paperless.
How has it been? What is the result of these adoptions when you're saying you are going paperless, when you are integrated AI from analog to digital? What is the result you see in your operations over the period of time?
So the direct result of IoT is definitely a flawless product, and we don't have any performance or any quality defect from our customers. As well as we are very confident about our readings, and each filter is made to the best quality standards. So that is what we are confident about.
Is there an integration of automation and robotics in this plant?
Yeah, again, as I said, when we choose technology, we choose it mindfully to leverage the low labor cost as well as the benefits of the automation. So, what we do is before making any investment, we look at the process through lens of 7 steps of automation, and we ensure that it is implemented at the level 5. That means human hands are used to just pick or place the product. Rest of the things are done by process. So we are leveraging the human hands, and at the same time by doing that we are saving the gripper changeover times. So we are leveraging human hands to give work, and rest of the things are done by automation. Even the human mistakes are corrected by automation. That care we take. So none of the defects is passed to customer. At the same time, we save on capex, and also we give work to the labor.
When we talk about automation, when we talk about robotics, when we talk about AIs, and these are like terms of the modern days manufacturing. So how effectively is skilling and upskilling initiatives are in place, so that the Nandur team is aligned with modern manufacturing practices and processes?
So when you talk about scaling of the operators, previously we used to do it by visualization method, where we used to train operator by specialized tools called as visualization and reduce their training time. But now with the AI, what we are doing is we are using action guidance and action recognition both. So on a process, we have deployed AI which guides the operator on the field of action. So where he should work on the part, because in some of the actions like diagonal torquing and other things are very important and sequence based. So we ensure by guidance that the operator is guided where to act and how to act, where is guided by the projection. And once he does that work, at the same time the camera is capturing whether the work is done correctly. So there is action guidance and there is action recognition. So by doing this, that is action guidance and action recognition, the requirement of skilling itself has come down. And that's where we are confident that we can put any operator to work and he can work on any operation without much time taken for skilling.
Typically, how much time it takes for the worker to go through this process and become a machine ready person or a process ready person?
It takes about a week for a person to get trained well. And now with this new method of action guidance and action recognition, he actually typically gets trained, or in that, when you mean training, there are two parts. One, whether he can achieve the work in the given speed, and second, he can do it flawlessly. So the second part is addressed first, because when you have action guidance and action recognition, the flawlessness is achieved right from first job. And the speed, of course, takes some time. So that's where it takes 1 week to achieve the full speed.
Great initiative what you have taken at your plant here. Are you adopting nanotechnology and advanced material in your filtration systems? Because we have seen filtration systems evolve over a period of time. So how do you look at it?
Filtration systems has evolved with the evolvement of the engines. So with new BS requirements, the filtration systems are also put to the more efficient or stringent requirements, and that's where the need of better filtration is emerges, and then we are definitely using nano and other advanced materials to meet these requirements.
How do you ensure that every filter of yours is meeting the desired performance requirement? Are there any quality benchmarks set? How is the QC done? So your thoughts on this, sir?
It's a very important and vital question, because typically when we agree a DVPNR or the performance requirements with customer, it is required that each and every filter manufactured meets those requirements. So what we do typically is we look at a DVPNR, look at all processes, and each requirement we see how each manufacturing process affects the DVPNR requirements. So if it is filter life, what manufacturing processes are contributing towards achieving that goal, or say dust holding capacity. So those requirements which are specified into the DVPNR, we mark it to each process. We mark it what output characteristics of that process contributes to that DVPNR. And then we do something called as a P diagram, where we look at what input and controls needs to be controlled to achieve that output. So typically, as we see in Six Sigma, we call it as y is equal to function of x1, x2, x3. So we do define those x1, x2, x3 as your input or your controls, and we ensure that they are then put into your FMEAs and control plans, and then maintained throughout. So we are confident that each and every filter manufactured in Fleetguard has to meet the DVPNR requirements.
Do you want to highlight anything more about technology which is implemented in your plant?
Okay, so in conjunction with the modern requirements, I would like to emphasize about two practices. One is the latest practice that we are doing on the knowledge management, and second is the TOC principles that we follow. So on the knowledge management, we talked about the skilling or de-skilling of the labor or the operators who are working. But at the same time, it is equally important to ensure that the knowledge is transferred to all your staff. There may be retirements happening, there may be people leaving your organization. At the same time, the knowledge is scattered into different documents. It can be Excel spreadsheet, it can be your machine manuals, it can be your trainings. So what we have done is we have developed an AI tool which gets this information from seconds and makes it available to you. So the knowledge in the company is never lost. So that's one AI tool which we have done, which can be translated into different languages. So Fleetguard is based in 5 different states, and then we have a language barrier, or people don't understand, like Maharashtrian cannot understand the Kannada or say Tamil and other things. So the regional language, so both the problems are solved. One is knowledge from different sources, videos, trainings, audios, PowerPoint, can be captured, summarized, and given to you on a platter within few seconds. So knowledge availability is the main important thing which we have addressed. Second is the TOC practices that we follow. So we embraced TOC in 2007, and we have more than 100 OEMs. We are single source to most of them, and we are catering to about 5,000 SKUs. And your customers' demands has huge fluctuations. If you see typically the OEM, it can be engine or a truck or whatever is the OEM product, typically is made of 5,000 plus parts. And even if one part is not available, the OEM cannot make the part. So if you look at just the law of probability of multiplication, if all the suppliers has 90% probability, the probability of making a truck is less than a percent. So 100% availability, even if 99% is the probability or delivery performance from all the suppliers, you would have less than 30% of probability of making a truck. So it is very important to have 100% availability of the product. That's the key requirement of OEM, and of course that quality is definitely the given condition. So we are meeting this to all our OEMs right from 2007 when we implemented TOC as a practice. So we are ensuring availability, and we don't ask forecast to our OEMs, and we have never failed on delivery in quality.
That was very interesting. What you also mentioned in your earlier discussion, that you never take forecast from the OEM or from any of your customer. So, what is the philosophy behind that, and how successful has this philosophy been in your productivity or in the profitability of the company?
So the philosophy is most of the production planning models are based on forecast.
Right.
And if you ask forecast and whatever best the customers or anybody tries, it can never be 100% correct.
Right.
And what we have built in TOC is something based on consumption.
Okay.
So what customer have consumed yesterday, all our planning system is based on that.
Right.
So that system is 100% accurate. So in TOC, we work backward. We look at what customer has consumed, and then we have a pull system and a buffer system, which is very simple, where we identify the urgencies based on only three colors. And then with the pull system, we can manage with all our 350 suppliers. They supply us 10,000 components, but we can assure 100% delivery performance to our customer.
Okay.
And with this system, we are using allied tools like dynamic buffer management, wherein customers volumes also have fluctuations and other things, so those are dynamically getting adjusted, and our inventories are never compromised.
Okay.
So our inventory turns are maintained as well as the delivery performance is maintained.
That's also more unique model of business, what I understand from you. Okay, we'll move to some last questions about is this factory equipped with energy efficient or green manufacturing technologies such as solar integration or rainwater harvesting or heat waste management of heat. So how do you handle these situations at this plant?
So definitely we understand the importance of sustainability, and we have many EMPs, environment programs going on.
Okay.
From all aspects, right from reducing the media content or paper content,
Right.
till consumption of energy. We have multiple projects going on. Definitely not only this plant, many of the plants we are going solar. We have already implemented it, and our plan is to become net zero by 2045.
Okay. I thank you so much for your time, which is taken definitely out of your busy schedule to invite us here and to give us a proper, well guided, technological, deep insights into your manufacturing facility. So thank you so much for speaking with OEM Update the magazine, sir. Thank you.